When I was 13, I had a passion. I was on fire, practicing for hours a day to be the best basketball player I could be. I can feel it now, the rush of this passion bubbling up inside of me every time I stepped on the court. The smell of the gym, the feeling of my body and my mind being healthy and smooth. I felt so confident and motivated. I had nothing to prove. I just played the game and I loved it. But somehow it all fell apart. I lost my passion. During my junior year in college, I quit the basketball team. I tried to blame it on my injuries and illnesses, but I knew deep down I was hiding pain and frustration of not being able to play the way I used to. I had come to a place where I believed I wasn't good enough. My body moved awkwardly, I made lots of mistakes, and I felt disconnected from myself, my teammates, and my coaches. From this, I became so curious about how I had gone from feeling massively empowered playing the game to feeling like a complete failure and walking away from my dream. During my master's and doctoral work in education and sports psychology, I discovered what it took for athletes to have peak performance, and I applied these theories to my basketball players as I coached for the next 15 years. I was determined to help my athletes play at their peak performance consistently and to feel good about themselves no matter if they played poorly or if we lost a game. I seemed to be onto something because I got a reputation for turning around teams and winning with players that played consistently at a high level. I had parents of my players coming to me saying, "What did you do to my child? She's so positive, motivated, and confident at home now." I felt like I had mastered the secret of peak performance in athletics. It even worked on myself. However, in my classroom as a teacher, I began to notice that my students didn't show up like my athletes, excited and motivated. I asked the question, why aren't my students practicing peak performance in the classroom? I studied this by interviewing my students. The consensus was that they all started out bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in kindergarten, loving school, and then most of them by 4th grade thought school was a drudgery and a waste of time. By college, they felt like they were being taught to be good memorizers and regurgitators of facts. Like intellectual robots, they would say. They felt powerless, unmotivated, exhausted, burnt out, and disrespected as students. So now they just wanted to be told what to learn, literally be spoon-fed, get the work done as quickly as possible, and then move on so they could get a job and make money. Today, it is ironic to me that we have thousands of high school and college dropouts, and we think they are the dumb ones. So, out of all of this, I asked a second question. What will it take for students to really want to be in school and feel good about learning? From my experiences, my answers were that students must feel like school is a place to build personal peak performance for their passions, where learning comes from within, and to be totally respected and trusted as an intelligent, successful human being, which has nothing to do with test scores. We are still practicing in our school philosophies, survival of the fittest, more specifically, the survival of the most intellectually and athletically gifted. But unfortunately, being the most fit in our school system pays a high price, beating our students emotionally into subservience and apathy. All students have the potential to be successful. They all have unique gifts that may have not been given the space and opportunity to thrive because they don't fit the mold of our current educational paradigm. It is time to make a change, and this is why I created International Body Mind Empowerment Enterprises. Welcome to IB Me.